Get our game underway in just a moment.
Three, four. Don't.
And now it's time for our first game of the afternoon session. This game will feature Alumni in the white. They'll be taking on USC in the dark. Meet our team, starting in white, Alumni. In the cage, number 1, Byron Rivers. Number 2, Ted Zhang. Number 3, Kevin Witt. Number 4, Jeremy Blanchard. Number 5, Joey Fuentes. Number 6, Andrew Rigo. Number 7, Casey Fleming. Number 9, Alexa Gardizan. Number 10, Daniel Velasquez. Number 13, Benjamin Donzarenko. Number 14, Jason Eversart. Number 15, Nick Fadden. Number 16, Brent Kareoka. Number 17, Levon Kokaxian. Number 18, Austin Stevenson. Number 19, Nicholas Alexander. And his fan club. Number 20, Max Sample. And number 21, Jack Stafford. Head coach for Alumni, we have Robert Lynn, Brett Lathrop, and we'll have a coach to be determined. And now to dark cap. Let's meet the USC Trojan. In the cage, number 1, Blake Jackson. Number 2, Christopher Aglioso. Number 3, Aiden Watson. Number 4, Jake Carter. Number 6, Chris Sturdivant. Number 7, Carson Cran. Number 8, Jake Earhart. Number 9, Reed Stembler. Number 10, Marcus Longton. Number 11, Henry Saunders. Number 12, Max Miller. Number 13, Tom McGuire. Number 14, Luca Frenetic. Number 16, Joshua Waldock. Number 19, Tony Nardelli. 20, Payne Fama. And in the backup cage, we have 1A, Eric Hubner. 1B, Kyle McKinney. And 1C, Garrett Allen. Trojans are coached by Connor Vergy and assisted by Alex Bacour. Our officials for this contest are Ms. McCall and Mr. Stewart. Gentlemen, good luck as you go to your benches. 2 minutes of game time.
Yeah! Pull it down! Y'all know what time it is. Little John! 3-6 Mafia! What the world been waiting on, man? It's going down! We gon' hey, you know how we pay! Come, hey! Red Goose got me loose! Y'all know the tone! Ready to get my pocket and I'm all up in this zone line! Ooh, what my ankle is! Ooh, I'm about to act a fool! Yeah, Goose got me loose! Y'all know the tone! Ready to get my pocket and I'm all up in this zone line! Ooh, what my ankle is! Just got paid, pocket full of money, what? Oh yeah, I'm a ball till I fall, what? Blank till I can't, what? I'm a black card, I got money in the bank, patrol on the train, yeah, cocaine, loose, cold, right, what you want? Y'all get loose, ooh, like a fool till they cut the lights on, till they going home, till all the liquor gone, I just don't give a fool, standing on the table with the weed bottle. On the bottom, mother, look how more he can now bring back, open up. Fucking dead, it's in the jam, and I'm the king, it's up my game. Fire, that's a hot dog, oh, like a war song. I don't give a damn, I don't got the whole ball. Big cross case, brother, hey, so your hands up.
All right. right, gentlemen, let's line it up. It's game time. The players come out, taking Riptide Alumni. Yeah, Nick Static. And we'll be facing off against Chris
Irvine, California. Set to start here. USC and Alumni taking each other on. First game for our afternoon session. Saw USC play earlier. They tended to be a lot more compact. They like to be, I guess, spread apart in the offense. What's the advantage to running?
Yeah, back here, I'm interested to see how USC shows up in their second game
against their first, and the Trojans will open an offense.
To run and practice some things, as this is a great opportunity for them.
Carter on the outside. Miller works in the center forward, and our first exclusion.
Rather than running the play,
Charged against 9 white.
To see out of USC this game. And here they are off to a great start.
Yeah, 6 on 5 for USC.
Third one takes a wide.
Alumni. Shot was off the right post.
Our ball, go.
And Alumni coming up with the rebound.
Penalty,
back in full strength.
That play.
That's Rigo on the outside. Makes an empty pass to Blanchard.
Sending it down low.
Turns and draws an exclusion.
Exclusion is Blanchard.
Charged against 9 darts. And Alumni.
With a 6 on 5 to start. Stemler is excluded.
Nice, John. Here we go, John.
Covering that. Patience there on the post pass. Recovered right away by USC.
And they start play through Stemler.
Crash right in. Stole the ball away. Stemler has it now for SC to start.
And Casey Fleming coming up with the steal. Fuentes takes a foul. And an ordinary foul. Blanchard in at center forward. And the empty pass blocked by Carter. And recovered by Miller. SC with the ball.
Hands from Carter.
Hey, watch your back. Go. Guys, wait for that.
That's Walden. Miller works in off a post. That's Rigo on the defense. Stemler sends it down. Carter. Back to Stemler.
Carter sends it back to Stemler.
And ball taken away. That was Blanchard. And Alumni back on offense. Somewhere Fuentes in our post. That's Rigo with the ball. Fires the shot. And Hubbard with the save. Stemler keeping on the far side. He kicks it up.
Across the middle to Sturtevant.
Sturtevant walks it in.
Up out of the
And
water.
a shot. It's a few hands and recovered by Alumni. 5 minutes in the first. Alumni with the ball.
Pumping those fakes. Defense is slowly dropping back and back into the cage.
And that's Nick Fadden getting the first pass.
For sure.
Gets the ball on top with
Come back.
And here we go, top shelf. There's the shot. And Alumni goes up 1-0.
I just have long answer.
Trojans move into the front court. Riptide sets up shot at 2 meters. Earhart and the entry pass goes wide. And the ball Confidential to one. And Connect does that.
Good stuff, Jake.
You got time, you have 15.
They're open and it's a floor. Earhart on the defense. He crosses over.
Move it! Hey! 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 1, 3, 2, 1.
Alumni's been patient on their attack and found Rigo up top wide open, lots of space in front of him, and he picks it up and beats 3 hands there and finds the back of the cage, or if not, the line of the cage.
Hey, Cliff. You going with me? I'd like to make sure.
And pulling our belly working in 2 minutes.
Standing connection there. Again, aware that the exclusion was drawn and set and immediately went for the pass there, giving him time and space to put that ball into the back of the cage.
Yeah, Nartel.
And covered by the taking it away, sandwich on the outside. Long from the back. Center on the center forward. Jack Alexander on the defense. And it's not out of play. 2:45 in the period. Alumni back with the ball. And a contact foul. The ball back in the hand. He crosses over his part. Danvers puts a foot in play. And connects the Blanchard. Both teams staying on the last Blanchard on top of the ball goes in the sack. And then walking his way across, comes up to take it. That's the back with the ball. Carter connects over long.
Exclusion in front.
19, right? And power play to the Trojans. Avioso connects over. Rolls on. One to looking to the near side, powers out. And Blanchard.
There you go, nice shot, Jeremy. Good job, Jeremy.
The sharp.
Right.
As we take together with Kevin Witt. After one, Alumni with a 2-1 lead.
Just a moment. 2-1 for Alumni after one.
Time's running out. They need to score.
Lola, we need you. Get in there.
But wait, Coach Kerkorian has just subbed in their secret weapon, Lola the dog. She shoots. She scores! Yeah!
Ball drops in, Trans gets their first, and the Trojans open on offense.
USC looking to tie it up here to start the second.
Wait for it.
His pass goes in the set, and the backhand into the net. Number 19,
Nardelli
Colleen
again.
Nardelli, tied at 2.
USC wasting no time here off the sprint. I think it was one pass, then straight into set for a nice backhand, finding the corner of the cage. These are the quick opportunities.
His pass goes in the set, and that draws an
Catch
exclusion.
Alumni off guard.
Charged against 8 Dark.
It's an exclusion on Earhart. It's 6 on 5 for Alumni.
Hands, boys, hands. Big hands, big hands.
Over Fuentes. Oh, got tipped in front.
Let's go.
Yeah, we could hear it here from the desk. Just a little bit, caught a finger of one of the field blockers there, redirected it, and found its way right over the head of the goalie.
Shot looked like it was going wide, in fact. And McGuire
Get there, let's go. Here we go.
See his reaction. Trying to read the block.
We got him front. We got him front. Come this way, baby. Here we go, Tony.
That's McGuire running outside.
The pressure from
And connects over to Earhart.
middle.
Get back to the floor.
Some chaos
Back to Earhart.
Will send it back to
They're dealing a post and a shot from the outside. Number 8, Jake Earhart.
All of that movement in front of the cage, just occupying the defenders, but just found his legs and was able to come up higher than the field blocker there in front of him and found the back.
Hey, let's get stop, boys.
Very well placed shot from Earhart.
Press. Let's go, Carson. Talk to him. Here we go, Aaron. Press there, Eddie. Press there. Come on there, Eddie. Let him drive. You're fine. The ball's on. On there. You got time? There you go.
Ready on the outside. Puts it in play after the look.
2, 3. 2.
Paxton takes the pass. Entry and set.
Hubner.
It's kind of quick shot that we need to see out of the center as USC is playing a full zone. It's a hard place for the goalie to have the shooter.
Then he motors forward.
And hands off to the alley. And another shot scores now. The cross over Blanchard in at 2 meters. Ball goes in.
Another quick outlet pass, and Blanchard receiving that ball dry, doesn't put it on the water, turns, maintains his legs, it crunches over and finds the cross cage low.
They put it on top. Georges with the ball, 4.
Capitalizing.
Some nice passing up top. You can see him repositioning his body and just finding that lane, just catching.
Stevenson over to Stafford and back to Stevenson. Quick passing here from Alumni. Fuentes earns the ordinary.
SC doing a great job splitting up top and double teaming the center here.
Oh, a lob from Stevenson just over the crossbar.
Not left with many other opportunities but that.
Aglioso on the wing for SC. Drops it back to Nardelli.
SC looking to feed the center here. Kranz is working in set.
Halfway underwater. Deep shot from Nardelli. A save there from Gocharenko. Outlet pass up to Fuentes. USC doing a good job of getting back on defense, however.
Long pass here.
Beautiful dish down low to Rigo.
Almost a half tank pass down to the 2-meter line. Placed perfectly. Just taking advantage of just that inside water and maybe a half of body length ahead of the defense there, but still able to have enough time to get up on the legs and finish there.
Great work from Alumni. They take a 1-goal lead with 3:08 to go in the second. Both teams making a few substitutions here. Like you're saying, very tired. This is USC's second game of the day.
And again, Alumni has a heavy, just kind of in-your-face defense. That's hard to swim through. It's hard to create movement against a heavier defense. I think now having Alumni back in a zone, taking their time.
Blocked by Gocharenko. In at the 2-meter for SC. That shot came from up top. Earhart. Aglioso will put it in at the 2 and send it up top for Waldock. Waldock over to Earhart. Into center. Nardelli earning an ordinary.
SC being pulled out just a little bit.
Earhart running out of clock there. Opts to lob it. An easy save for Gocharenko. Back the other way to Gukasian. Gukasian gets up and shoots. Big rebound after the save from Hubner is collected by SC.
Not much patience there to set up their offense, but just really looking to draw the foul up and go for that shot. Slowing down here a bit with the 1 and 50 seconds left on the clock in the second quarter. SC looking for the opportunity, inside water up and shot straight into the belly of the goalie.
Gocharenko, a great save. And coming out to shut down that angle. We've seen SC push their offense deep into the goal mouth. That time they're a little bit farther out. That allowed Gocharenko to come out and play the angle. Once again, earning the foul in the shot.
You can see Alumni coming down and just starting to get a little bit stagnant in their movement. So we're seeing in the last 2 possessions, just kind of a one-on-one battle. Can I draw a foul and quickly shoot? Can I turn, just my player and see if I can't find an opportunity? And you'll find, as players, you can kind of default to that if there's not a lot of motion or movement going on with the perimeter players around you.
Trying to find a lane and shoot it for sure. That shot was blocked by Gocharenko, so we'll have it in at the 2-meter with 20-second shot clock for SC. Earhart shot tipped again.
These back-to-back possessions can be a long day in the office for a center. It's always nice to get a new clock and a new opportunity to attack, but when you're wrestling all out in the center position, it can be exhausting.
It's got to be tiring, right?
Oh, yeah. It's about inches at this point.
What are you looking for in center on offense, at least, like based on what the defender's doing?
Center, as a center,
to take advantage of.
Yeah, as a center, your role is to get down to that 2-meter line and really hold one side or another, so that your offense can set up and be deep in the setup and really start to make the defense make a decision.
Alumni trying to do that here. They do exactly that and earn the exclusion. It's Blanchard earning it in front. SC able to make the block. Huebner got just enough of that.
Alumni trying to get a quick opportunity as we run out of time here in the second quarter.
Well, going to half, a 5-4 lead for Alumni here at Beckman in Irvine. We'll be back in just a little bit here. Second half up next.
Which one? Yellow? Yellow. Now blue? No, orange. Now blue. Ooh.
Time's running out. They need to score.
Lola, we need you. Get in there.
But wait, Coach Kerkorian has just subbed in their secret weapon, Lola the dog. She shoots. She scores!
Yeah!
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
Alrighty, we are set to go here. Second half getting started. sprint won by Alumni. Send back to Cardigan and over to Fuentes. Alumni trying to get set up here.
Alumni pushed out past half, really drawing out the defense. It's hard to help from half tank or further.
Nice save on the goal line from Hubner as that shot came in from Rigo. Rigo's got 2 in this game already for Alumni. Good defense.
A mishandling of the ball there. Plenty of time and space to do something with it, but just defense got a little bit of a handle on there.
Cardigan just getting enough of that to tap it back to their goalie.
Alumni taking a beat here.
Cardigan, another shot that is blocked in front by Miller. USC is very good at getting in those shooting lanes and getting hands up on those shots.
And again, you're seeing Alumni is just kind of being more stagnant in their offensive attack, just picking up and looking to shoot the ball rather than setting up or creating some movement to see more lanes and opportunities.
Chaos in front, and Stemler opts to shoot that ball. It goes wide.
The call.
I didn't think that got tipped.
The call was a tip. USC with the ball. New offensive possession.
Back to Sturdivant. Near side for Longton. And up top to Carter. Over to Sturdivant.
SC working to move the Alumni defense.
And they convert on a goal from Waldock in front.
Good patience here, passing up, just really getting Alumni's defense back into that zone, and not much options there for them but to just stand there with, or be there with their hand up firm in the block.
So tied up at 5 with a little over 6 minutes to go now in the third. Cardigan over to Rigo. Cardigan again up top and over to Fuentes. Fuentes earns the ordinary, can shoot if he would like, gets up on his legs. Picked up by Carter. Into center, and exclusion in front as they got it down to Miller, and he earns it. It is Cardigan kicked out for Alumni, and SC working the 6-on-5. Centered up top for Carter, over to the wing. Carter again up top. Shot skipped in, and a block from Rivers, who is now in the net for Alumni.
Tough shot there, trying to take with the defense right in the face of SC.
Ordinary earned by Alexander into the middle for Rigo.
Rigo looking always for the shot consistently, but their Alumni is with movement and earning the exclusion from it.
Yeah, once again, the exclusion on Miller as it's earned by Stevenson. Ordinary this time earned by Fuentes, and up top to Alexander. Alexander near side blocked. Once again, USC in those shooting lanes as Longton gets a piece of that off the shot from Fleming.
Great hands by USC, following that ball around and just being solid on the block. Body position is so important on 5-on-6 here. USC on the attack. It looks like the center position is cleared out. There's going to be some movement as we're seeing here.
Stemler looking back door, decides to shoot it, and tipped out by Rivers.
USC is cashing in on possession after possession on those tip outs.
Absolutely. Send a player down low and then shoot that ball. We're seeing it again here at Sturdivant going inside now. Kranz did the same thing last time, couldn't get the pass. That time he does and scores.
That is not an easy shot to finish. We see the pop at a set, catching that ball crossface, and then finding the back of the cage without falling completely.
Tough task, especially when you're trying to get around the defender as well. Both teams switching the lineup here. Stevenson over to Kakassian. Kakassian finds Evazard. Evazard back to Kakassian. Witt up top, Stevenson. Evazard to the wing, Stafford back to Evazard. Slipped out of his hand here. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Miscommunication. And the ball is picked up by SC. Fama able to grab it. And then an exclusion on the counterattack as Evazard gets kicked out here in a 3-on-2 for SC. Into center and a 5-meter called as Miller earns that in front.
A series of unfortunate events for Alumni there. First the exclusion on the counterattack, then the 5-meter on the pass.
Witt picks up an exclusion on the penalty.
Just get organized here on the score. We're actually USC 6, Alumni 5. And now we are USC 7, Alumni 5. Great shot here, just up on the legs for a skip finish, bar down for the goal.
Three and a half minutes to go in the third. Both teams struggling to convert on the man advantage. Alumni is currently 0 for 5 on the man up, and USC just 1 for 4.
That's not, I think it's not surprising. Your second game of the day, and it really takes some energy and effort to convert on these 6-on-5 opportunities. It's about movement, it's about sliding, it's about finding the lanes, it's about finding the connections and making sure that ball stays up and dry and fluid movement around the perimeter. It does take some extra energy. This is when all of the training, all of the time that you're spending at the pool and how you are, you know, committing to your fitness really comes into place. There's no other game that demands this level of fitness out there. Water polo it can be quite humbling when it comes down to it.
Especially when you're playing multiple times in a day, right?
That's right.
That's why it's so tough to play the second game and keep up the level of consistency.
And intensity.
Alumni trying to bring it back within one. Quick shot from up top.
A great look there. Ended up just going wide of the cage.
Hubner quickly up to Watson. Contra foul on, I believe that was Miller in front.
Miller receiving the offensive for dunking under or dipping under.
Ordinary earned by Stafford all the way across, then up to Witt.
Alumni has USC back in a deep zone, looking for their opportunity here. Might find a window.
Pass down from Stevenson, and Blanchard earns the exclusion on Earhart. So 6-on-5 for Alumni.
Let's see if they are able to convert their first 6-on-5 here.
Down low.
There it
Oh, wow.
is.
Beautiful pass down from Gukasian. Finds Fuentes.
Gukasian takes that wide. Almost looks like he's about to shoot a lob shot, but finding the post and just a slight tip and redirect, just enough to get the goalie off their balance and find the back of the cage.
Nice work from Fuentes to get up and stay upright to get a piece of that.
That's really important for post play, is just how can you find your legs and be patient and be up high.
Start event for USC. Clock issue here. We should be set to go now. Longton all the way across to the far side.
SC taking advantage of the movement that they're making.
Over to Carter. Carter looking for the shot, instead goes up top to Waldock. Running out of clock, 2 seconds on the shot clock. Shooting wide is Waldock. Rivers was looking for an outlet, just no one able to get down and gain an advantage. Speaks to the level of fitness and intensity we were talking about. These players are very tired. That shot perfectly placed from up top by Alexander.
We see a drop ball and a quick little flick pass, and he looks like he's going to pass it off, and it's almost like a no look, or like selling the pass and then going for the shot. Again, it's these types of things, especially when you're in the flow of the game and there seems to be a tempo or cadence that's going on in the game. These types of kind of no looks or surprise shots can kind of lull. You can get lulled as a goalie, and they can surprise you.
Well, it makes you start to get out of the water, and then just a little bit of hesitation can throw you off so much. You can be falling down and unable to get a hand on it. SC trying to get the lead back after Alumni gets 2 goals to tie it up at 7. 1:05 to play now in the third. Pass goes up to McGuire. Lots of space, but a nice save from Rivers. Gardajan for Alumni here on the near side. Into the middle for Gukasian. Some space for Gukasian. Sends it over to the wing. Back up to Gukasian. Looking to shoot again. Instead, down low.
Alumni really taking their time in this half-court offense and trying to pull USC's defense off their line. Able to find the center there, but just not enough time to get a shot off or a move.
Yeah, quick crash defense from USC. We're at 10 seconds to go in the third. Ordinary earned by Waldock up top. Shooting skipped off of Rivers. He makes the save off the water. That's a tough shot to track. Rivers does it perfectly. We are tied at 7 after 3 here, and we'll be right back.
Which one? Yellow? Yellow. Now blue? No, orange. Now blue. Whew.
Time's running out. They need to score.
Lola, we need you. Get in there.
But wait, Coach Kerkorian has just subbed in their secret weapon, Lola the dog. She shoots. She scores!
Yeah!
Number 14, Blake Parrish. Number 15, Wyatt Barker. And the club's coached by Brian Flax. And now to dark caps, meet the team from Riptide. In the cage, number 1, Alex Wolf. Number 2, Alan Peoples. Number 3, Chase McCall. Number 4, James Sarmento. Number 5, Leo Uno. Number 6, Gabe Bellagardi. Number 7, Jovan Jedamich. Number 8, Sam Gonzalez. Number 9, Antoine Lena. Number 10, Elias Lulick. Number 11, Connor Turnbow. Number 12, Austin Miller. Number 13, Jake Hunt. And number 14, Rafael Kremp. Riptide's coached by Eric Perales. Our officials for this contest are Ms. McCall and Mr. Stewart. Gentlemen, good luck as you go to your benches. 2 minutes of game time.
Going down. I know what time it is. Lil John. 3-6 Mafia. What the world been waiting on, man? It's going down. We gon' let you know how we make it come. Hey, right. Who's got me loose? Y'all know the tone. Money in my pocket and I'm all up in this zone.
Oh. Alrighty, welcome back. We are here for, let's say, Water Polo National League. We just had Alumni and USC up next. We've got Olympic and Riptide in the water here. Riptide in dark, Olympic in the light caps. And we are set to go. Sprint is won by Riptide. Riptide has not yet played a game today. So a pretty big advantage for them playing this Olympic team that played just a few hours ago.
Riptide taking, not wasting any time, taking advantage of that energy and getting into their half-court offense.
Yeah, lots of movement from Riptide to start and immediately earning the exclusion inside. An exclusion on Grover and Riptide to 6-on-5. Up top for Riptide. Over to the wing, back up top for Kremp. Skips it in right over the head of Sibley. And Riptide wasting no time as they score on the first possession on the power play.
They're patient on their attack and really drawing the defense out of position and finding that lane. Just leaving a really easy shot from up top.
Ordinary earned by Fellner for Olympic.
Olympic just taking a minute, finding their center.
I definitely think being, I guess, a game behind or tired for already having played a whole game, really trying to make smarter passes and kind of win more of the mental game.
Absolutely, being effective and efficient with their energy and with their movements.
Peoples goes over to down low pass, an overpass that gets picked up by Sibley. Sibley looking right into the hands of Fellner. Fellner taking the space he's got, will shoot. That is knocked out of play by Alexander Wolf, who's in the cage for Riptide. All the way up top to Grover. Grover looking, tried to feed into center.
A little too much power coming off that pass, and it skips just past the center.
Wolf will pick it up and look for an outlet for Riptide. Up 1-0 after a goal on the first possession. Already 2 minutes into this game now. Looking, shooting. Just scored like that a second ago. That time, that one goes off the crossbar, or the side post, I should say.
Really just being patient on his legs, looking like a threat the whole time. He could either pass into set, he could either pass off to the perimeter or go for the shot. He chooses a shot in that possession, but really could have gone anywhere from that position.
Trying to make the goalie move as much as he can. That shot also off the post from Fellner. Wolf with it for Riptide. We'll send it up to McCall. Up to then finds Turnbow. He earns an ordinary. Turnbow fires one on goal.
Was hoping to get away
very
with that.
Close.
Yes.
Sibley quickly up to Barker. Into the middle for Hooper. Hooper was very good in this last game. We had earlier aggressive play from Wolf as he comes out into the center position to intercept that pass intended for Grover.
Riptide really taking advantage of bringing Wolf into play there for their defense.
Good defense from Fellner there to take the inside water and cut off the pass to Sibley all the way down the right wing, finds Hennessy.
Looking at an advantage here for Olympic.
Nice cut to inside. And Hooper shut down there by Wolf. Wolf goes back up to Turnbow. Up top for McCall. Far side and picked up by Peoples now.
Riptide doing a great job passing the ball around.
They send it back up top to McCall, and
Offensive there and set. Called for the hook. Off Olympic goes with an advantage.
Olympic has numbers here. It's kicked to the wing. Sharp angle shot is just tipped over the cage by Wolf.
Giving Olympic here a new possession. You watch them slowly move into the position they want to be in.
Hennessy up to Fellner. Fellner earns an ordinary, then sends it over to Grover. Grover inching his way inside and skips it past Wolf.
Grover reading that well. Riptide falls back into a zone defense here and takes his time with a few fakes and skims it by. You could see Grover lean a little bit in his body position to find that lane at the last minute there.
Olympic tying this game up at 1, just about halfway through, just over halfway through the first. Sent over to Uno. Uno had a great goal off the first possession for Riptide. Looking for the pass into center. Lots of traffic. Shot off the right post from Riptide. Was Lena with the shot. Olympic will come back the other way. Carroll up the wing. Finds Cupido. Back to Carroll. Carroll up top, finds Cupido again.
Olympic taking their time moving the ball around the perimeter.
Carroll skipped in, and another great save from Wolf with the hands. Tracking that off the water. Riptide looking to take the lead again. Lena with it again. Across the middle for Turnbow. Shot tipped in front, hit a few hands. And Uno scores again.
What a shot. I mean, low in the water. Pass comes over to him. He's low in the water. Notices the goalie's a little out of position. Looks like it got tipped by the field blocker, then tipped by the other player stepping in for a field block, and then found its way to that top bar and in. A lot of disruption on the way to the cage. That's got to be hard to read for the goalie.
Yeah, nearly impossible when it's hitting one, more than one. Wow, beautiful goal there in front from Masmanides.
What a setup. You can see the setup here. He twists it, break the hold, has the ball overhead, brings it down into a backhand.
And he hooks it just a little bit. The goal, I think Wolf thought he was going short side. He hooked it just enough to get it past him. So tied up at 2, back and forth here. A turnover, though, as it's taken by Olympic. Back the other way, picked up by Cupido. Back to Monsees. Monsees all the way far side, blocked by Wolf. Again, then we've got a contra foul, so immediately back to offense is Olympic.
Olympic setting up here. Riptide back into a zone, leaving Olympic to have to really work to get the defense off a line and find their opportunities.
Montes tries to go top left corner. Wolf flags that down. And we'll look for an outlet.
I mean, can we talk about the wingspan of Wolf? That's got to be intimidating.
He's all over the place.
Yeah.
Excluded is Cupido here. Riptide back to 6-on-5. We saw them score earlier, right off the first possession. It was Uno on the power play. We'll see what they can do here. A man up. That shot goes off the crossbar. Rebound. And
almost a goal, what we call a garbage goal, picking it up and tossing it in, but not quite there.
Jeremic just could not find it, or find enough of it, that is. Parrish now across the middle to Monsees. Cupido back to Monsees. Nice pass right at the end of period number 1, and Wolf again with a great save. And we are tied up at 2 going into the second. We will be back in just a moment.
Time's running out. They need to score.
Lola, we need you. Get in there.
But wait, Coach Kerkorian has just subbed in their secret weapon, Lola the dog. She shoots. She scores! Yeah!
Sprint picked up by Olympic. And immediately over to Grover.
We have a tied game here at 2-2. Olympic on the attack, finding their center.
Backhander once again. Wolf is there.
Riptide finding their speed, getting down the pool.
Turnbow with it now for Riptide.
Putting Olympic back on their heels just a little bit defensively and taking advantage of that open water, stepping in and finding the back of the cage. Again, their speed and how they came down on that counterattack really set them up for that opportunity.
A 3-2 lead for Riptide. They scored on the first possession following both starts to the quarters. It's sent over to Reynolds now. Back up top to Fellner.
Those early scores in the beginning of the possession. Grover again here with his second goal of the game, finding those windows of opportunity. Grover answering back both to Riptide, saying, nope, we're going to keep this a tied game.
An exclusion here on Fellner as Uno picks up the earned. Goes up top for Uno. Back up to McCole. Then Uno. Uno looking. Sends it to the 1-2 side, and in short side is Turnbow.
Turnbow does a great job here receiving the ball, staying up on his legs, and he catches the field blocker right when he switches his hands. When he switches his hands, he's able to find that lane right over the shoulder of the field blocker and into the back of the cage.
Fellner across to Hooper. Shot from deep on the wing.
I see what Reynolds is trying to do there. He sees Wolf coming out onto Olympics 2-meter player there, and he's trying to demand respect and say, get back in that cage.
Quick turnover and then an immediate exclusion on Turnbow. He turns it over and then got kicked out, so a 6-on-5 for Olympic back the other way. Reynolds looking to get something quick, and short side and out of play.
A long cross pass and receiving that as a cross face. It just takes time to get that arm back and behind you. It's hard to do a quick shot cross face. It really is.
Back up top for Lena. Lena looking to shoot. Tries to slip it inside. Hit his own player in front. And Sibley will be grateful for that. As it's sent back up to Fellner.
Small advantage opportunity here for Olympic. Settling in here, finding their opportunities. Into 2 meters. Great move to the ball, earning an exclusion here.
Kicked out is Kremp. 6-on-5 for Olympic. Sent back up top to Fellner. Hennessy right into center. Slipped out of the hands of Grover. He got a second chance opportunity at it and just could not put it in. Wolf quickly up to Jeremic. Jeremic up to Uno. Uno earns the exclusion again.
A little tangle there.
On Fellner. Jeremic over to Lena. Lena to Uno.
Riptide really taking care of their 6-on-5 opportunities here throughout the game.
Fantastic
Big
field block. Big shot from Riptide.
Great momentum shifter, not allowing for Riptide to go up by 2.
Pass in, and Reynolds earns the exclusion on McCole. 6-on-5 again for Olympic.
Olympic wanting to take their time here. You can hear him saying use it all, wanting to run the clock down and find the right opportunity.
Beautiful pass, just a little high. Olympic gets the ball back. As they send it back to Hooper. Hooper, a nice dish, and just high.
Great opportunity there. Hooper tacking in really strongly, looking like a shooter and just tossing it up over his head.
Very tough for the goalie to read.
That's right.
Back up for Jeremic for Riptide. Peoples goes down the near side to Uno. He earns the ordinary, and all the way across. Getting a piece of it was Reynolds. But an ordinary earned by
great defense
Riptide.
By Olympic in this possession.
Reynolds again defensively getting a piece of it.
Advantage opportunity for Olympic. Hear the coach yelling for Olympic, go, go, go. Take advantage of that space that they have there.
Monsees with it on the near side, into the middle for Reynolds. Contra foul will send it the other way for Riptide again. Wolf looking.
Low scoring quarter here, a lot of back and forth. Some subbing on the fly here by Riptide, needing to bring in some new energy. Just taking their time here. Again, not rushing it.
Turnbow over to Uno. Uno into center. Backhander goes just wide. Tough shot, but that's about all he had. Jeremic underwater on his backhand.
Opportunity for Olympic on the weak side of the pool. They'll be patient here and look for the next.
Monty's waiting for the sub here as Mosmanides comes in.
Grover walking in, finds the center. Great entry pass and goal.
Mosmanides right off the bench, got a pass straight into center and capitalizes on the feed from Grover.
Grover just places that right where it needs to be. Quick movement by the center and finds the back of the cage. That's got to feel like a great and sweet connection there. Two minutes left in the second quarter, and we're tied 4-4 here. Long rotation for that first group.
Riptide goes up top for Peoples. Peoples looking, goes over to Uno. All the way across. Gonzalez causing some trouble in center.
Olympic really looking to press up and run a tight defense on Riptide right now. And away they go. Look, Olympic is really trying to feed their counterattack.
Great work from Gonzalez. A spin move from Turnbow is stopped by Sibley again. Back-to-back stops from Sibley. Sibley on a great outlet pass. And finding the cage is Hennessy. A beautiful pass.
Hennessy wasted no time, cuts off there, pops up big, and finds that opening right over the head of Wolf.
Five, 4 for Olympic now. Pass goes over to Uno. Peoples sends it over.
Riptide being patient, finds their center. Entry pass, great help defense from Olympic. Ordinary foul called.
Uno again. Overshot, easy save for Sibley. 40 seconds to play in the second. Carroll quickly down the wing for Cupido. Across the middle for Hooper. Shot. And another goal.
I'm loving this as a center, these quick entry passes. I mean, Hooper wastes no time. It touches his hand, boom, straight into set. I'm not even sure what, it's like what that backhand
like
straight over the top. Yeah. Slot machine type of looking thing. But I mean, hey, that's what was available.
Whatever works.
That's what was taken.
Mosmanides on back-to-back goals for Olympic, and they've got a 2-goal lead with 27 seconds to go in the second. The shot clock is off for Riptide, trying to cut the lead down. Jeremic over to Kremp. Ordinary earned on the far side by Sarmiento.
Oh, big turn here in the center position. Earned exclusion.
It's an exclusion on Carroll. 6-on-5 for Riptide to end the second.
Will they find it?
Slipping out.
5 seconds on the clock.
Uno gonna have to shoot this. Blocked. Might be able to shoot again. That does not go either, as the buzzer had gone off.
And that's the end of the second quarter.
We will take a break here. A 2-0 lead for Olympic after 2 here at USAWP Polo National League. We'll be back in just a moment.
You're up.
Which one? Yellow? Yellow. Now blue? No, orange. Now blue. Whew.
Time's running out. They need to score.
Lola, we need you. Get in there.
But wait, Coach Kerkorian has just subbed in their secret weapon, Lola the dog. She shoots. She scores! Yeah!
You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with Splash Ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org. Hey everyone, welcome back. Greg Meskel popping in here for the second half with Cammie Craig. Cammie, full day National League under your belt. And we have a good one here to finish. Olympic Club and Riptide, 6-4. Olympic Club in the lead right now as we get underway in this third quarter. So brief halftime here. Adjustments in your mind for these clubs as we get ready for the start of the third?
I think Olympic has been doing a great job just finding the small windows of opportunity out in the game. That's how they got their jump on Riptide. They've been tied throughout the majority of the game. So it's finding those small moments just like this, a nice dry or a live entry pass into set.
Working back to the big lefty, Masmanides, the former Cal Bear. That'll be a ball under. And we'll go the other way. Good goalie matchup in this one, too. Alex Wolf and John Sibley, a couple of veterans. And Wolf for Riptide now, the Tokyo Olympian. We'll take a look and set the table here in the front court. Alan Peoples works now near side. Here's Kremp. Riptide on the attack, down 2. Still plenty of time. Look at the respect in at 2 meters, the turn. And that'll draw an exclusion. That'll send Thomas Carroll off. And Cam, you know a thing or two about being double covered at 2 meters. They had a lot of respect there for that entry pass.
Absolutely, and I mean just the placement of that pass. You can do a lot with that as a center as long as it hits your hand right where you need it.
See your eyes getting wide over here. You love a good entry pass.
Who doesn't?
Off the post, rebound controlled. So 6-on-5 fails there. For Riptide, a good opportunity, but that attempt from Lule off the post and away. And now we'll come down on the attacking end here for Olympic Club. Here's Johnny Hooper, so crafty on offense. Feeds that inside. Working for Blake Parrish.
Hooper just taking advantage of those small inches. I mean, not much space there, but he knew exactly where he needed to place it to get the opportunity.
Nice field block, that one. You hear the thud go back to mid-pool. Yeah, Hooper, you want to kind of equate him to like a plastic man. He just kind of like bends and shifts into certain spaces that shouldn't exist, and it creates those little openings you're talking about.
Yes, and be ready.
Yeah.
If you've got an inch, he's going to give it to you.
I was going to use a Gumby reference, but I feel like no one would remember a good old Gumby back in the day. But
I got you on the Gumby.
Very malleable.
Yes.
To work inside. We'll pull the ball out here. Looks like they double-checking the clock, so we'll have 8 seconds to go. As Hooper was working inside to Parrish. Don't forget, full day of National League action tomorrow. 4 more games on the way. Cammie and I will join you 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. And you can follow along, of course, live stats at 68scores.com. Our good friends from 68 Sports, and all these matches will archive on the USA Water Polo YouTube page, so you can go back and watch replays as well. Taking you all the way through to Fisher Cup this May. So a lot of high-level club action on the way. Looks like now we have everything situated here at the scores table.
8 more seconds.
Confirming there are 8 seconds left on the exclusion that is in place, and that sends Chase McCall off to the side.
Olympic heavily probably taking those 8 seconds.
Riptide disagreeing with the way things were ruled there by the officials, but we resume. A bobble. And a takeaway. Excellent defense as Hooper tried to control. It was Kremp stepping in front for the steal. And now Riptide will try and counter. Sides coming even as McCall returns. And they'll wait for some reinforcements.
Riptide slowing it down. Taking a read at what's available to them.
And one steal leads to another. So Massiminides and Hooper now on the perimeter. And the Olympic Club squad is on the move. Here's Hooper now leading the counter, looking for reinforcements. Hooper moving it up on his legs, fakes it inside, and that'll draw the exclusion.
A great setup there. Hooper really selling the shot and placing it right into the hands of the center.
That's a great two-man game that he's working with Massiminides. Unselfish. He had an angle there on a shot, but decided to go inside. And again, a power play. More 6-on-5 action now for O Club. Threads that pass to the far post. Opportunistic as it comes out high, but Wolf is there to knock it away, and it'll stick with the Olympic Club here on the offensive end. Still on the advantage for a moment. Parrish. Now sides come level. Doesn't matter. Well, wave off the goal. They'll say Capito was inside 2. Hanging out there without the ball, and so wave off the goal.
Being aware of your geography in the pool is so important. Those inside the 2 calls are so disheartening.
Well, it's funny. I won't say you never hear inside the 2 on a center.
Right.
But I feel like the centers just have that internal clock.
Yes.
They rarely get called for that. It's usually the field players that are caught inside.
I mean, rarely. We'll say rarely. But, yeah, no, just that kind of that sense, that feeling, that just kind of knowing of geography. And, again, we don't have our eyes on the 2-meter line. Our back is towards the cage, but yet there's just kind of an understanding. And even just in what feels right in regards to strokes down to the 2-meter line. It's like a built-in number within the system.
Know, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's funny, too. And probably because in that center spot, you're just constantly moving, right? Checking, I got to get in, I got to get out, I'm ready for the pass. And a lot of the perimeter players sometimes trying to work for those catches on the post, get caught guilty, and that was the turnover. Olympic Club now back at it. Third quarter action here. Just about halfway through. Wolf again with the gather on that attempt from the outside by Jack Rover. And now Riptide back to work. Goalie out, Sibley aggressive.
We've been seeing a lot of Sibley and Wolf coming out of the cage and getting involved in the defense outside of their ordinary role.
Grover now, so we have some hockey subs waiting to come on for both sides. Hennessy winds it up, and Wolf ready. He's had a couple just come center cage. He's been ready for him.
As these possessions go by and there's not many goals, you can see just kind of each team getting a little more stagnant in their movement on either side and just trying to pick up and muscle the ball in. And the game's demanding respect and saying, nope, you got to find the lanes, you've got to move, you got to get up on your legs.
Just the fatigue. Oh, Uno was not ready. He'd worked hard to get open and then didn't realize the pass was coming, and it was taken away.
Quite a glare there. You can see Sibley just eyes squint. You can probably tell that Uno was in the same position there. The ball lost in the sunlight.
Under 3 to play now, third quarter. You know, we always talk about water polo being a challenging sport, but what you just described, back and forth when there's no stoppage, but you're still working hard for position as Wolf knocks away that Hooper shot. How exhausting is that just to go up and down with no stoppage?
It just becomes a competition of fitness, right? And for me, it's like, okay, I'm going to prove that I've put in the hours, put in the time, you know, let that fitness elevate.
That's a beautiful save by Sibley there, denying Uno on the counter. Speaking of fitness, he had gotten out in front, had room to operate, and was turned back.
Taking time here.
Reynolds stuffed. Oh, Wolf has piled up the saves here in this third quarter. That was right on the front doorstep. Turning away, Paul Reynolds in close. With less than 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Outside 6, that could have been a shot. Instead, it comes from this position and the save Sibley. So both goalies right now dialed in.
The thing about these kind of surprise, sneaky shots is that they can also surprise your defense.
Yeah, they're not ready.
Yes. Slowing it down, taking a beat, taking a breath where they can.
Grover missing the cap into Hennessy, steps
Big
through.
move.
No call. He was looking for a whistle, nothing doing. Wolf thought about the outlet, but this time, you know, being patrolled by Capito, he wasn't going to allow for the counter again. Nearing 1 minute to play in this third quarter. Here's Chase McCall. Man-to-man look here from Olympic Club. Aggressive and perhaps over-aggressive is the Riptide crew. That's an offensive. Capito finds Hooper, and they'll work into the front court. And we won't get far. An offensive on this end.
Just feeding to that back and forth and that fatigue. Again, which team can keep their head up and their legs moving and their minds about them. It comes down to that, and you can see both these teams have experience in just slowing it down and not making any silly mistakes that lead to feeding any counterattacks or opportunities going the other way. Deep breaths happening out there.
Save. Sibley again. He was able to gather that one. The shots have come right to the keepers as of late. Shot clock is off. Final 6 seconds here. And we'll see an exclusion. Power play for Olympic Club. Here's Hooper. Reynolds now threatening right in front as the horn sounds. They'll say score it. That one got away before the horn sounded. The goal is good for the Olympic Club at the last second. Reynolds able to dish that ball to Hennessy for the put-away. 7-4, the lead for the Olympic Club. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll return with the fourth quarter right after this. You never know where the next Olympian might be coming from, but it could be water polo, and that starts with splash ball. Splash Ball is a program for children ages 5 through 9 designed to introduce them to the sport of water polo while promoting water safety. Improve swimming skills and learn a sport you'll love for a lifetime. For more information, visit splashballusa.org.
Time's running out. They need to score.
Lola, we need you. Get in there.
But wait, Coach Kerforian has just subbed in their secret weapon, Lola the dog. She shoots. She scores! Yeah!
You understand. And we got the fourth quarter underway now. Cammie Craig, Greg Meskel joining you here for Olympic Club and Riptide. O Club will control. In a 7-4 game, Hennessy cashing in right as the third quarter came to a close. A true buzzer beater on the dish from Paul Reynolds. Long cross pass here. Zach Mountsies will handle. Hooper, creative dish inside. Masmanitas draws the exclusion. And a power play now for Olympic Club.
You can tell Olympic Club is looking for that quick early on and a quick shake of no, and here they are setting it up now and finding their opportunity.
And a rip there from Fellner. So we've seen Hooper and Masmanitas now work together repeatedly to set up the power play, and I don't want you to give away any of your trade secrets, but how much is it selling what's going on offensively as far as position, passing, to draw those exclusions?
I think the mindset as a center is always to work to put the ball in the back of the cage, because you never know how the referees will be showing up or calling the game. And a lot of times the positioning will give you the opportunity of either drawing the ejection or going for the goal.
Gonzalez inside, and that one knocked away, controlled by Sibley. The club will have the advantage here for the moment. Hooper and Reynolds. To have these two guys on the same team, by the way, two of the craftier guys you'll see.
And their speed. I mean, this would not be a side that I would want to play defense. I would have to phone a few friends for that. Get me out of here. I don't want to chase these guys.
Who wants to be a center defender? Phone a friend.
Phone a friend.
Looking from the outside. Hooper now. He'll take a look. Shot clock winding down. Just getting that off in time. No shot clock violation. They'll award the ball back to Riptide. On this end, it turns over. We'll call a ball under.
It is so enjoyable, though, to watch players who have kind of that great build-in connection where they can just read each other and they know what to expect.
Reynolds lost the handle. This Olympic Club, a lot of these guys have played together year over year.
Yes.
It's also a heavy Cal Bear contingent, guys that have played together in their college days, and those connections stay strong, and Fellner adds another. And out changes coming here on both sides.
Fellner just taking his time, stepping into that open water.
And hitting. So we've got under 6 to play here in the fourth. Get your live stats at 68scores.com. And if you're in the area, 4 games tomorrow, free admission here at Beckman High School starting at 10 a.m. You can join us for some high-level National League competition. And then we're back April 9-10 at the Willett Aquatic Center in Irvine for Week 3 competition of the National League.
It's been so enjoyable to watch the mix of national team, senior national team level, collegiate, high school. We had the academy team out here, the 18 under youth team, preparing for youth world championships this summer.
Yeah, it's a fun group. You really get a sense of the future of Team USA when you watch that squad. Backhand there is denied by Sibley.
And what great experience for them to get repetition against senior team players and collegiate players. I mean, that experience is you can't replace that, to get that early on.
No, you can only have so much practice time, right? You need actual game reps, and
That's
it's
right.
hard, especially with these pipeline teams. It's not as if the group has the availability to go on some sort of tour before they play a lot of these tournaments. They don't get that many games, so to have this sort of option is huge as the shot clock expires there before Wyatt Barker can get that shot away. Field block, the thud. Cupido doing the job on defense. Luca known for his offense, but there with the stop and then in transition, we'll see a 6-on-5.
Again, those no looks can surprise the goalie, but they can also surprise your team. That advantage came out of that, no doubt.
And we'll get a timeout now. Coach Flax will call for time with the Olympic Club. The new head man for Stanford men's water polo announced earlier this week. Congrats to Coach Brian Flax. Still here with the Olympic Club, of course, but they'll be leading the Cardinal men come this fall. Exciting times in the college water polo world. Good look here at Riptide on defense. They're ready to go. And this is where you get a sense, too, Cami, of how important these competitions are to all these clubs. It does mean something to them. It's not just a chance for exercise, right? They're treating it very seriously. Think about the Olympic Club here. They're setting up their 6-on-5. They've got a timeout. They want to execute here and try and build for future competition.
Greg, there's not many people in this game that I don't know love to win.
Yeah.
So, of course, they're showing up ready, and they're wanting to win. Many of these athletes here today come from competitive programs, have led competitive programs, and I think once it's in your blood, it's in your blood.
I know it's the case for you. I've seen you in these Masters tournaments. You're still going hard.
The fitness isn't there, but the heart is.
6-on-5 here out of the timeout for the Olympic Club. Good ball movement. Reynolds fills a lane. Wolf with a block. Alex Wolf, he's done his part today. It's a 9-4 lead for the Olympic Club, but Wolf has racked up the stops. Entry inside. And we'll see an exclusion. It's going to go against Sibley. The exclusion is against Sibley. A little confusion here for the Olympic Club. Monsees thinks it's against him. So now they got to put the cage in the hands of field players, and that doesn't always work out too well. Reynolds tries to guard. Remember, when field players go in the cage, they can only use one hand still. Reynolds one arm up, the skip under the armpit, that works.
I think even too, when you hear that whistle blow for the exclusion, you go into kind of this muscle memory of like, okay, fall into the position you need to be in. When it's your goalie, it's like, okay, fall in a little bit deeper, and we got to start filling the cage. It's not as fluid when those things happen. So of course, some looking around and a bit of scrambling there.
And typically the defense, it doesn't happen all that often, but when it does get called on a goalie, the defense usually is in disbelief. Wait a minute, our goalie's leaving?
Yes.
Okay, everyone, quick, retreat.
I know, you start to see Sibley look around like as if he's confused. And I always think like maybe he's just buying them some time to get to where they need to be.
That is a savvy play, right? I just want to confirm, it is on me, the goalie, as Olympic Club comes right back. Fellner, wasting no time, able to convert. Told you about Wolf's great day, 19 saves. Doesn't get the stop here as that one goes high and in, but still a strong effort for the Huntington Beach native.
It's not an easy day in the office having to shoot on Wolf. That's for sure.
like so many goalies, he really has that ability to get hot and start to pile up the blocks. And at this point, even the best goalie, you're dealing with repeated 6-on-5s. It's going to be difficult. And now Hooper up big to take this one away. Johnny Hooper making his National League debut in the 2020 slate this weekend, 2022 slate, excuse me, this weekend. And now is on the move. Behind the head, fancy stuff, Olympic Club. Pretty Hennessy from Hooper. They pour on another one.
So entertaining watching Hooper, because I think in my mind, you know, what is he thinking? What's next for him? Because there's, you know, several opportunities here in front of him, and all of a sudden he's doing a tip pass over, or behind the back pass, or feeding the center, or going for the shot.
Crafty stuff from Johnny Hooper. I'd love to see more of that. We need a little more creativity on the offensive end. Now, I know youth coaches are cringing because they don't want players that are learning the game to be tipping passes behind their head. As a save by Sibley, rebound, still trouble, and ball under is the call.
I think there's different point of views. I think creativity is earned in my mind. First, it's the fundamentals and foundation, and then you get to start building out your game and your niche and your own creativity.
Well, it's one of those things where you had to learn the rules so you know how to break them, right?
Yep.
Learn the fundamentals so then you know best.
That's right.
How to work inside those lines. Save, making a field block. Monsi's there with 2:18 to go here in the fourth, and an 11-5 edge in favor of Olympic Club. They work inside again, and an offensive. Two-meter opportunity. Good kick-out pass there, and what was a tough spot for Sarmento. The lob, that almost beat Sibley, crashes off the bar, and the rebound controlled.
Both teams most definitely continuing their effort as they're finishing out the end of this game.
Yeah, we are closing in on the final minutes here, about minute 18 to play. Another exclusion, so the cavalcade of kickouts continues here, and the red flag is out. That will be all on this day for Raphael Kremp. And the power play once again for O Club. Capito inside. Beautiful cross-cage skipper from Blake Parrish on the dish from Capito.
Up and over with the pass. Gets him a little bit off balance, but he finds his legs, straightens up, and finds that cross-cage low.
And credit Capito there because his fake still drew that interior defender out. By the time Parrish was up, that guy couldn't recover. 12-5, this was a close one. Olympic Club has blown it open here in the second half, and they are on their way to victory. You know. Field block. Save Sibley. That's a multitasking, by the way, by Fellner. He held on to the center player while field blocking the shot that came at him. Sibley then followed with a block.
Busy.
And Sibley adds another. And
Olympic just says no.
Yeah. They'll look to ice this cake. Ahead to Hennessy. And a penalty. With 8 seconds left.
Hennessy looks down the pool and says, hey, I just swam that whole thing. Who's coming to take this shot?
Yeah.
We understand.
You may have noticed I swam the counterattack by myself. Would anyone else care to join me at the 5-meter line? But they let him do it. So Colin Hennessy will catch his breath and load up for the 5-meter against Alex Wolf, with just 8 seconds left, and hits it. Hennessy powers that home. Let's get a second look here.
I'm pretty sure that goes right over the head.
Oh, yeah. Buzz the tower there. Came up high and put that past Wolf with 7 seconds left. So that's a fitting way to wrap things up here for the O Club. You know, almost a bar and rope from the outside, but to no avail, and that's how this one comes to a close. Olympic Club finishing strong. The power play works to their advantage, and they take it 13-5. So day 1, week 2 in the books here. Cammie, your thoughts as we look ahead to tomorrow?
Just great. I think, just to echo what I said earlier, it's just great to see all the levels of experience out here at National League. Gets me a little bit jazzed and excited about thinking how we could potentially do this for the women's group. But just outstanding. I think, I think about being a young player on a youth team level and playing against some of the Olympians and what that meant to me and what it taught me, and just the repetition on different levels, and then just the pride of continuing to grow our sport and be involved past our collegiate seasons. And just a great way to kind of keep growing and building and keep fitness alive in the off seasons as well. So great to see these guys out here. Great to see the camaraderie, the competitive nature, and the energy brought to each game. Looking forward to what is coming in tomorrow. Yeah, excellent stuff, Cammie. All really good points. And looking forward to tomorrow. This is all for today. 4 games in the books. We've got 4 more tomorrow. Make sure you come back and join us 10 a.m. Pacific time right here on the USA Water Polo YouTube page. Also live stats at 68scores.com. And if you're in the area, free admission all day tomorrow. Make sure you come and join us. But that's all for now. For Cammie Craig and the rest of our Game On Live Studios crew, Greg Meskel saying so long, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning from Irvine, California.